I am honored to be speaking to you today. I have been asked to answer 4 questions. The first question is, who are the persons of significance in your childhood and youth? Mother and father were a great influence on my early life. Lived with them until I was 14 years old, at which time I was told that my mother and father were getting a divorce. My grandmother, who was 68 at that time, in the early 40s, accepted me to live with her. Dad died of cirrhosis of the liver in 1953, and our mother died by leaping from the Knoxville Gay Street Bridge 5 years later in 1957. Question number 2, who are the persons instrumental in your education, military, and business opportunities? Well, after graduating from Everett High School in 1946, my grandmother did not have the money to send me to college, but suggested that I talk with Mr. Carl Cola of Rockford, who was a director at that time of the Bank of Maryville. He managed to sign a note for me to attend Maryville College, and my expenses covered books, meals, and the dormitory. Mrs. Margaret Cummings, a teacher of Bible, was a significant influence in my life while I attended college. I volunteered for the U.S. Army and was in 1952, in January of 1952, and was assigned for training at Fort Jackson, South Carolina, and eventually qualified for the Counterintelligence School located in Baltimore, Maryland. I was subsequently assigned to West Germany, where I served for 3 years. Upon my discharge from the Army, I was offered a job at the intelligence school in West Germany, and after much consideration, I decided not to take that job. At that time, I was interested in getting back home and finding a job. Upon my discharge from the Army, Mr. Earl Blazer, who was raised in Wallen, and his wife Conchita came to my office and offered me their insurance agency. The Earl Blazer Insurance Agency in Maryville at that time was the largest insurance agency in Maryville. I did not have the money, but I subsequently asked a partner, and he and I bought the Blazer Insurance Agency in 1972. We also bought the Blackwood Agency, which was the second largest insurance agency in Maryville-Alcoa area. The third question, what are the key principles you have learned from your many years as a Sunday school teacher at Broadway United Methodist Church? Well, briefly, I taught that Sunday school class, the Iva Moore class, for 42 years. I was not the only teacher, but I wound up teaching about twice monthly. It took me approximately 6 hours for each teaching to prepare a lesson. I was not a Bible scholar, even though I had many courses in the Bible at Maryville College. Briefly, the Old Testament predicted the coming of the Lord's Son, Jesus Christ. The New Testament included the life of Jesus and his teachings to us as he progressed through 32 years. There was a short part of the New Testament that involved statements and his life after death in the New Testament. The fourth question: what advice would you offer to young people of this day and time? First, I would urge you to pursue a college education and choose a subject that will continue through your lifetime. Also, if you'll notice the change going on in the automobile industry, I don't think it'll be too many years that there will be fossil fuel automobiles, because they're being replaced by electric cars. So things are changing fast, and they're changing quickly, and they're much different from the time that I grew up. I feel very fortunate to have grown up in Blount County and had the opportunities that I have had. Secondly, I would urge you to consider keeping those who have less than you. Do something for them to help them along the way. Third, be more like Jesus. God did not say, if you have many kinds of troubles. God said, when you have many kinds of troubles and betrayals going your way, nothing will seem fair. Do what Jesus did. Keep your eyes on heaven. When it seems as if everything is going against you, all of heaven turns toward you. Think of heaven as your home, and home is where you want to be. Thank you, and do what is right. Have your ticket punched to arrive home safely. Thank you very much.